Hygiene experienced the world. Hygienists since '95 lived in Australia, Wales, UAE and Canada. Worked in 21 countries, experienced 74 so far. As you'll see, there is a common theme, a wine or two. In Wales, I was 264 miles from London. Out the front of a 2-up, 2-down, semi-detached was the smelter stack, and out the back was the ferry to Dublin. Saw my first squirrel and was wanted to take every care to not have an accident. Promoted health and safety and hygiene at open days, acted as a tour guide and as a B&B hostess with the most deaths for visiting hygienists. Coerced fellow teammates to be my models. Ran wellness campaigns, including breast screening campaigns and wellness. Frosty, snowy mornings reminded me of why I appreciated it garage. Many churches and cathedrals were seen during my stay, with offerings usually being sent northwards to the centre of the sky. The Welsh are friendly people who welcomed me as their own, even though they thought I was the one with the funny accent. Always at party somewhere with fancy dress, lots of wine, bubbles, gin and slimline. Yucky da, cheers, good health. Hong Kong and China were countries of amazing edible food art. Not wanting to offend my hosts, you eat and eat and eat. They didn't want to make us go hungry, so they brought it on and just kept on coming. So eventually I gave in and stopped eating, and the food stopped coming. Canals in Shanghai, statues in Hong Kong, fast trains at 301 kilometres per hour, no fakes medicine, don't put junks in the toilet, found the goddess of hygiene with 10 pairs of hands. Iceland was not just the supermarket next to Tesco's, it was the island of huge waterfalls, glaciers, volcanoes and puffins, relaxing in the Blue Lagoon, and of course there was wine. We drank that pizza cafe dry of small and large wine. Grassy greenhouses, boiling mud pools, geysers sending water steam skyways, and thermal power stations, shaken not stirred at the James Bond movie locations. Bonjour from France. Checked out a funicular while humming Funiculi. Apart from French wine, there was chartreuse, made by monks with 130 different herbs and plants, purely for medicinal purposes. But also there was the local spring water with magical healing properties. Alas from Spain. More churches while seeking guidance while testing out and being tempted by tapas, wine and sangria. The typical tourist trail was not followed, but high-vis clothing, safety helmets and boots, whilst going to talc and boron sites. Namaste from India. Trains, taxis, tuk-tuks, trucks, monsoon rains, potholes, sacred cows, roadside fresh food, surviving sleeper trains and train strikes, and finding the elusive cold beer. Hello, sir ma'am. Dubai is known for luxury shopping, ultra-modern buildings and Friday brunches. A mud mat was often more useful than sat-nav. Gold decorates your coffee, and apartments were so high you lived in the clouds. Experiencing Ramadan at 50 degrees Celsius. Hanging with the Sheikh at the Dubai World Cup. Chilling on Jumeirah Beach. Kissing a dolphin, having a fishy pedicure. Getting your gold to go from ATMs, and watching out camels ahead. It's a place where you get ginger bev instead of ginger beer. Bonjour and hello from Canada. Signs, everywhere a sign. Loose moose, ride the moose, cool as a moose. Caution, bears in area, bare necessities. So long as there are beaver tails and sniffle stations, there's fun and love. The morning chopper commute to work. Walking to work was often faster than by car. Ice wine and cider was always a special treat. Sundog high in the sky, chipmunks on the ground. Coming face to face with a bear, and yes, bears do shit in the woods. The land of stars and stripes. Where the moose are tall and they have a big rack. Alaskans go gap mountains and letting space geeks loose at NASA. An astronaut for the day, meeting childhood heroes, Safari, Mickey, Minnie, Pooh Bear and Tigger and Goofy. I actually found Nemo. And where wine is actually cheaper than therapy. We are a fun-loving bunch and wonderful group of people no matter where we are in the world. We have been pirates, fairies, sumo wrestlers, mermaids, beer cans, mad scientists, sailors, palm trees, or just a bunch of grapes. We work hard and we know how to party harder, experiencing life around the world. As the moon rises and the sun sets, there is room on my fridge for more magnets from around the world. That reminds me on a daily basis that life is a worldly experience as a hygienist.